No.
Hey y'all, welcome to Go Get It by Getitlex Motivational Mindset, the podcast. Today I'm rocking with my girl Tiffany.
Hey, y'all.
So I want to say thank you for coming on here. Like you just told me you don't talk as much, you don't really tell people your business. So I thank you for trusting me enough
Of course.
um with your story and to be able to use what I got to um, give some people a bit of inspiration about
Yes,
what you've done and how you came up. I know you from Southside days. You know what I'm saying? The
girl.
hood days. I used to be all over the place, so I know. And we also literally sat at the round table a few times.
Clearly.
A long time ago when all of us was me, you, and Ash, and all of us had these great ideas of being
Oh,
entrepreneurs.
we did.
So, since I ran it down a little bit and I know a little bit about you, tell the
Yeah.
people who don't know you who you are.
I am Tiffany Hodge. I am the owner and founder of Boss Mom Culture, LLC, which it started off as community service. Then it went into clothing. Now we in skincare. Now we trying to incorporate it all. And I'm a mom of four. Well, I birthed four. I have three stepchildren. I'm married. I'm 36. And I'm me.
And you are you. So, I noticed you said you started off as community service.
Yeah, I
Tell
did.
me why. We're gonna talk about everything. We're gonna talk about all the stuff surrounding it. But tell me why was the community service part the way you wanted to start off in the business?
Oh, get it. Because I like helping people.
Mm,
And I'm not the type to help people and put it on social media. Like, I really like helping people. Like,
mhm.
I like real life. Like, I help people. That's my thing. It's like, that's my calling. That's my purpose. And that's, I just like helping, and it came about from me taking care of my mom. My mom got sick at an early age around, like, my mom had sickle cell disease. So sickle cell disease, she ended up having a stroke, which the stroke put her in the mindset of a child. You can
Yeah.
say about a 4-year old. So I had to do everything for her. So I was jigging, like, I was taking care of my mom. I was taking care of the kids. I was taking care of my husband. Well, I thought I was taking care of my husband at this point in time. Maybe in his eyes I wasn't, but I thought I was.
Mm,
But my mom was my main focus at that time. And once I seen how life did her, it changed my whole perspective on people. You know, like everything. I watched my mom lose everything.
mm,
From being sick, no help, no family, no nothing, just me. And I'm not the best person at that time. I wasn't the best person to give her the help that she needed because of my mental. I got other stuff going on. I'm worrying about what my husband doing. I'm still trying to raise my children, and I'm not having to spend time with my kids. Why I don't got time to be on social media doing what everybody else do, because my mind is so conflicted with what I got going on with my mom. It was bad for a long time.
mm. I remember you speaking about that a few times and in having to not be able to do certain things because you had.
Baby, I couldn't travel. Shit, sometimes I couldn't even have sex with my husband.
Mm,
I couldn't do things with my kids every day because my mom consists of 24 hours.
yeah.
Because the stroke put her into a dementia state of mind. She'll wander off. She'll eat something she ain't got no business eating. Like, we had to really babysit her. And that was my life. Like, before my mom became that way, girl, I ain't do nothing.
Mm,
I had it my way. Even being a teenage mom. She
mm,
never made life. I would never put mud on her. Like, I always was taken care of very well. So I try to give that. So my life is like, well, my mind is looking like I owe something to my mom. Like,
yeah.
I owe my whole life. Like, still right now I feel guilty for living. Because, we'll get to that point, but I feel guilty sometimes for living my life and doing the things that I do. But I had to sit back and tell myself, like, you it's okay. Everybody okay. Your mom
Yeah.
is, everybody's good.
Right. Right. And I feel that. Like I feel that because like uh, it's your mom and it's just like can't nobody really other than your siblings or other than a loved one, really give her that genuine care. So I feel what you're saying about feeling guilty because it's just like still, leaving somebody else to watch over her when you're still able to, but you still gotta live your life as well. So I see how it'll be conflicting in your mind, like,
That's how boss mom came up, because I end up accepting it, like, fuck it, my mom's sick, I gotta get money. That's no question. We gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ready to lose my husband. We've been through so much more than this. We're gonna get through this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I balance that shit out. You know what I'm saying? I set my girls down. I explained to them what was taking place with their grandmother, whatever. And I just balanced it out. Like, all week, 1 week I do something with all my daughters. Next week I'll probably sleep. Next week I'll probably grind. Next week I'll probably spend it with my mom. Next week I'll probably spend time with my husband. I was just balancing it out. Just balancing it. That's the best word I could use for it. I was just balancing out. Everything was organized. Everything had to move like an oil machine. You know what I'm saying? Nothing can bend. I couldn't afford nothing to be in a disarray.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everything has to be in order. And I had to make sure everybody was being emotionally taken care of. The money, that's fine. That shit gonna come. But how you feeling? Like, is I'm neglecting you? Are you okay? So it's like, so my daughter's weak, my husband weak, my mama weak. I just balanced everybody's emotions out and was praying and hoping I was making everybody happy.
And it's crazy because it's you only one person, and to hear you actually say that, you get a visual, right? I get a visual of almost like the sun, the sun in the middle, and then he got to cater to all these different planets or whatever. That's when you said that, that's instantly what I thought, because it's like a string. It's like a string connected to everybody, and it's just you as one person. Got to take on all these responsibilities, but in your mind, in my mind, I would say.
And at this time, I have sisters. I have twin sisters. At this time, I was making sure they was okay. They was in emotion of getting themselves together. And me and my sisters, we were close. Because my mom, I looked at it as like this. My mom is sick. So I got to make sure they straight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like the mama to everybody. You know what I'm saying? My sisters, my brother, like, I'm that to everybody. Like, something go wrong, like, people wonder why I grind the way I grind, why I don't be on social media boosting, why I just be humble. I try to give the way that I give because, like, I got so many adults that I'm responsible for. Like, they live in their life. I don't take care of them, but Lord knows something happened to them, something go wrong with them, it's gonna be on me.
Right.
You know, our mom is at one point in time, I had to come to Richmond, because my mom, it got really bad. Even after I moved to Georgia, I had to I'm gonna go ahead and get my mom out the way. So I had to, I moved to Georgia and I brought my mom with me, but it did not work at first. Baby, I was taking my mom back and forth to the doctor at VCU from Atlanta, Georgia, like 2 to 3 times a week. Like,
Wow.
it was mad crazy, Lex. Like, it was like I really ran myself dry. Like, and on this time I wasn't even flying or none of this. We on a bus because I'm trying to make sure I had the things that I need. I make sure I have my weed. I gotta make sure she can take her medicine. It was just a mess, you know what I'm saying? And I was just trying to keep her safe. And then one day I was like, just before the pandemic hit, I was like, I gotta get my mom straight. Because we was out Richmond. So I came out Richmond for like 3 months. So I'm like, bet, I'm just put my mom in like assisted living in Richmond, where she'll be somewhere, my family, because I have family in New York, I got family in North Carolina, I'm here in Atlanta. I'm like, Richmond would be the center place for everybody to get to her. So I said, bet, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put my mom in assisted living. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to. I took care of her for 10 years before I made this decision. 10 years, had a baby with her having dementia. It was crazy. And I put her in assisted living just before the pandemic hit and that was so crazy because dementia got bad then. Like, she was walking out Richmond with no clothes on, just her pamper on. Nobody was trying to help me because they was embarrassed. I'm trying to go back and forth with the people. Baby, whew, girl, I had to, this is how I got my mom help. I had to let my mom sit in the hospital. This is a lady I've been with for my whole life, okay? I had to let my mom sit in the hospital for 45 days and act like she didn't have no access to me. So them people get my mama the proper help that she needs.
Wow.
So when people tell me about, they don't know what discipline, hard work, and determination is. This shit bigger than social media. This shit be deep. You know what I mean? Like I had to straight like not answer my phone. Like, cause they looking at it like if I'm here, I can take care of them. But and I'm like, I can't do it, y'all. It's bad. Like they not believing that I done been here with her the whole ride and watch her disintegrate to the point that what I'm doing for her is hurting her. I'm not even helping her. You know what I'm saying? So I had to put my mom in MCV and ignore my baby for 45 days and act like she had no access to me to get her the exact help that I wanted her to give. And with me making that move today, she's alive. She's 180 pounds bigger and she's smiling. And I'm just happy I did that, you know?
Yes. Come
But
on.
yeah, it got bad.
Wow.
It got bad. That's why I be mindful how I treat people, you know, how I come off of people on social media.
Yeah.
Because I watched my mom whole life just change.
Drop of a dime.
Girl, like it was nothing. That's why I tell people to take care of themselves and make sure your mental is right. I don't care what you got going on. I don't care if you don't got no money. I don't care if you ain't got no clothes on your back. Make sure your mental strong. You could get through anything as long as your mind is strong.
Yeah.
If you lose your mind, it's over. I watched somebody do it. And my mom was the same with me. Took care of everybody. Never turned her back on me. I was a teenage mom twice. She didn't turn her back on me. She didn't downgrade me. She didn't do nothing. She was there for me. She just ended up getting sick.
Yeah. Something that was out of hand.
She had sickle cell her whole life, but the stroke just completely took her out. So always take care of your mental. I don't care about nothing else. I don't care. As long as you got your mental, anything else can work out for you.
So with that and all these things, right? You got all these people, your mom, like, so how was it, like, how would, okay, with the community service and everything you was doing at the beginning, how was it that you actually had the time with all these different streams, these things pulling at you? How did you have the time to go ahead and uh, actually set it up as a business, actually start the Boss Mom culture as a full-fledged business?
Being a boss, getting it done. Burn her to sleep. I just put myself on, like I said, balance. Like 1 week I spend time, 1 week and that's nothing. 1 week I focus nothing on my business. Like my kids will tell you, like I'll be like, look, shut up. This week I'm not a mother. This week I am strictly business. Like I just got to handle my business. Like because I felt like nothing can fail at this time. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to focus. If I fail, my whole damn family fail.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like I had to go hard. I had to.
So did you have a plan? Like, did you put a plan in place, or you just stepped out there like, all right, I'm finna do this name, this brand. I'm gonna have my clothes first, and then after my clothes, I'm gonna have this. Or you just was like, all right, we're gonna try these clothes and take it from there.
Yeah, I had a plan, and like I said, the plan was the most to give back into the community. It wasn't even about clothes at first. Really, I was just trying to get the name out, if that makes sense. You know, just trying to get the name Boss Mom Culture out. You know what I'm saying? Boss Mom. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to get it out there to the world, but it was more for community service, like feeding the homeless, doing events for the kids and stuff like that. But I'm gonna be honest with you. There are not many events I had to cancel because, and this is my first time speaking on it. People probably don't even know why, but I didn't cancel so many events too because of just things I had going on.
Yeah.
Like, woo.
So was the actual community services side the actual step of your foot? I would say the process of getting your name out there, was that tough? Like as far as the movement and
Yes,
being open to it.
You know, I'm not from Richmond. You know, I ain't go to school in Richmond.
Mm.
Only thing I got out of Richmond is my husband. Some people love him, some people hate him, but that's how some people met me. Some people met me from the gas station, like you. Some people met me at Show Your Skills Showcase. That's really the only
Wait, I was there too at the Show Your Skills.
Yeah, yeah, you was, you was.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
some people met me at Show Your Skills Showcase. That's really, yeah. Show Your Skills Showcase, the gas station, and for other things, other things. But so it was hard. It's still hard for me. It's still hard for me. Only people that support me like out of Richmond is people that know me personally. I'm not even gonna hold you. They like know me or came across me. I don't really gravitate to a lot of people out of Richmond that doesn't know. I guess how do you say it? I mean, Richmond is for Richmond. Richmond is for Richmond.
Yeah, I mean,
y'all for y'all,
yeah.
y'all do y'all. I love it. I love it.
I mean,
But
I ain't gonna hold it up.
I will
Yeah.
say this. Richmond owes me nothing though. Richmond, and people always wonder, oh, you always share people's stuff, or you always, man, do you know how much money my husband made at Show Your Skills Showcase for Richmond? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I love Richmond. It owes me nothing. I just know what it has to offer.
Right.
But I love Richmond. I love it. You want some money, go to Richmond. But get the money and get gone quick.
Yeah. or hide or something.
Right. So
Richmond
nothing. So yeah, it was hard for me a little bit. And then my husband, he had a little personal stuff going on, so people try to put me and him together, not knowing that just because he's my husband don't mean I agree to everything.
Right.
That's what people's problem is. They feel like just because you're in a relationship with people, you can't have your own.
Mind.
Me and my husband's night and fucking day.
Right.
Night and day.
So as far as you being married and you just being able to mingle with the people, I mean, it was a lot of showcase. It was a lot of people there. So did you being consistent and wanting your brand to be known, did that play any? I know you say, not that many people support you here, but just being consistent in general, because I know a lot of people at those showcases was from all over the place. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, they was.
So was being consistent, did that play a part in you becoming, staying on top of what you wanted to do?
The showcase just was played a part of me, showing me how I would want to run my business and how I don't want to run my business. Because me and my husband speak about it all the time. We owe Show Your Skills Showcase. We could have ran that way more professionally. We were young. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know.
Yeah.
And I mean, but we looking at it now like, damn, if we was who we was today, back then, oh my God, you know what I mean? It'd be amazing. So it's like at that time, I wasn't even focused on Boss Mom at all. Mm-hmm. Never came across my mind because I was at this point. That's where the balance coming in. We focusing on my husband's dream, whatever he was trying to do with this Show Your Skills Showcase. Mm-hmm. So this is what we was focused on. That was it at that time. And once that died down, and I found my way, and I found my niche. Once my mom got sick, and I started taking care of her, and I incorporated everything like, oh my God, I'm the showcase. I'm taking care of my mom, the kids. Oh, boss mom. You know what I'm saying? Boss mom culture. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna run with this. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with it. Cause I'm like, I just want to give back. But then I'm like, I'm giving back, but they ain't gonna know who giving them the shit. So I gotta find a way to get my name out there. So I'm like, I can start shirts. And that's what I did. And I'm like, then the winter came, I said I could do sweatsuits. And I was like, the summer came, I was like, I could do dresses. I was like, I was just trying to get the word out there, so they can know that it's a brand and we out here.
Definitely a brand, definitely out here. So moving forward from your clothes, I know you got this skincare.
Yes, that's my baby girl.
You guys, look at this.
I got myself.
So I had to drop. So I had the exclusive, right?
Yes.
She ain't even really.
You're the third person that got that. I was like, let me send you
Look
something.
At it. Ain't it so cute?
Everybody don't have that. I didn't even display it or anything.
Nothing. Exclusive. So this was like really interesting to me because I feel like, I just feel like anything that's as far as they go on your face or go on your lips, I feel like it's so, I mean, I would feel like it's a process
They
because you got to
a
stand
real
behind it,
it's a
right?
real
It's
process.
a process. So tell
It's
me
a
about the process. No, first of
oh
all, tell
oh
me how you chose skincare out of all things.
okay. First, how I ended up with the skincare. My daughter had some acne shit going on. I had some acne shit going on. So we was already into like natural African black soap and charcoal toothpaste and natural stuff and oils and stuff like that. But I used to go get it from the hair store.
Mm-hmm.
When I used to get it from the hair store, the shit used to scrape my skin up because the ball was so goddamn rough. So then I ended up coming home one day, like just reading, just sitting there talking to my husband, just talking to my husband. He like, you know, you can make that shit, right? I'm like, no, I can't. I'm like, and I, look, it's so crazy. Somebody threw a little shade at me on the book, like, how you reselling something that people already sell? So we ready to get to that. So I was like, he was like, yeah, you know, you can make that, right? I was like, how I'm gonna make something somebody already sell, being basic, like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, being basic.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, what you mean? He like, he's like, it's different. He's like, it's natural. He said, as long as you use the same ingredients, add your own niche to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be yours. He like, he said, you haven't been into the hair store before and seen different brands of different type of stuff that
Mm-hmm.
was the same. So he like, it could be yours. Like, I'm like, you lying. He like, no. So I'm like, okay, shit, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I went and bought all the ingredients, all the fucking ingredients. And at first no, I'm lying. First I started off the lazy way. I started off with the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm like that now. I felt like that was cheating my peoples. Cause I'm like, man, they can go get a ball from anywhere. This ain't right. I gotta find a way where this shit can be made with love. So they can know that I really, really, really here to see them glow. Like, let me fix this. So I was like, so I looked I looked it up. I found all my ingredients and I just started I just hand make it. It take me like 4 days to make the body wash, which I just chop stuff up, add my own essential oils, put my own ash dust. It's like so many different ingredients to natural black soap, but you can use your own. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense to you. And I try to tell people that all the time because some people try to take me out the category, go to the hair store, go buy it, which is fine, granted. But you're not gonna get the same. You're not gonna get the same result you'll get with mine because what they got in theirs, I don't have in mine.
Right.
But we still under the same. We still fall under natural skincare.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And if people know in hair stores, it's really nothing in there natural. They're gonna say natural, but because it's probably gonna be a drop or something in the product that's natural. But 9 out of 10, it's not natural.
Mm-hmm.
So once I did that, and then I the sugar scrub, I was like, Lord, I gotta find a way to exfoliate. Because I found a way to scrub to get the dirt off, but I'm like, how the hell I'm gonna get the? It's like, cause we have three layers to our skin, and that's why I try to tell people all the time. So like, if I had acne right now and I scrub my face, it probably don't. No, if I look like I don't have acne, and I scrub my face really good, I probably can bring some acne out that's on the second layer of my face.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that. So people be like, oh, I used the product and it looked like my face was breaking out more. No, it was actually bringing the second layer, the third layer of skin to surface.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's deep, honey. It's deep. So I'm like, so that's where the sugar scrub come in at. It's exfoliate. It just moves dead skin. That's just a sugar scrub. That's handmade by me too. That's just a natural brown sugar with essential oils. Then the next one is everybody sells.
Mm-hmm.
They call it body butter though. I just made my name different. I just stepped out the box. I'm like Walmart. I want to be simple.
Yeah.
You know, but it's the same. So that's why I see people throw shade and stuff like that. I be like, it's wild how women say we stick together and we really don't. Because if everybody damn know this ain't nothing but some damn body butter. I just named it eye moisture.
I mean, but what's the problem though? You got a gazillion people selling eyelashes. You got a gazillion people selling clothes. You got a gazillion people selling makeup. You got a gazillion people doing a little bit of everything. Like
So
it's
people have to
almost
figure
every
that
type
out.
of business is
I don't
covered.
understand neither. I tell people that all the time. I said, you know, gas stations, it's so sad.
Like, what's the problem? I don't understand. Not only that, like, I don't see people out here. I don't see people making their own skincare stuff. Like, maybe I ain't tapped in all the way to the community yet,
Right.
but I'm tapping in right now. So maybe it is more people. But like, you are literally the only person I've seen make their own face.
I literally make it. I be putting little posters on live when I'm trying to make it and stuff like that. But I'm just not big on. I have a street audience, if that makes sense. Like more of not of a social media, like in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So it's like what I'm proving to y'all for. You know what I'm saying? Like scrub in. You don't. Either way, it's gonna sell, and I'm a scrub in.
Right. That's all
So,
I'm saying.
right.
Um, um. So we talked about a bunch of questions. You know, remember I told you we was gonna be answered as we
Yeah,
talked.
I got you.
From start, from the start of this idea, this goes to anybody who watching this who might be interested in hand making or making anything
Yes.
for someone else to sell. So how long do you think from the beginning to now was the process of you perfecting each particular item that you're selling?
Put it like this. I'm in esthetician school right now as we speak. I'm still perfecting my craft.
Yeah.
Only because I perfected it on the natural side, but you know, when you're in a room with people that been to school, you know, these estheticians and all that little shit, they try to say they little side stuff. So I was like, well, you just educate myself.
Right.
So I went back to school. I finished next month. So hopefully by the end of school, I'll be perfected it by the end.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So
Awesome.
yeah.
You know you are in it when you go to school just to make sure you ain't gonna
Yeah, look, because no, you don't understand. I'm a professionalist. I go through it with this skincare girl. I'm gonna tell you what brought that up. I hit this lady up, right? I check in on my customers because I want to know, because I want the whole facade on social media is that we supposed to empower each other. We looking out for each other.
Mm-hmm.
We want to see each other win. So I'm like, look, when I send my skincare out, I give them like a week, and I reach out to them and ask them like, how's it going? You know, how's the process going? Is there anything that I can change for you? Like, I'm like Chick-fil-A. This is how I'm talking to my customers. So this lady, one of my customers, I asked her how was the process going. This lady clearly looked at me, clearly wrote to me like, my daughter is an esthetician. She go to school and she told me I shouldn't put that on my face.
Really?
I was like, so why did you reach out to me if your daughter was an esthetician? I didn't. And this is what I'm saying to you, but I didn't say that to her.
Right.
I,
Of course.
I don't even. I'm a girl. I stay nice. I have to stay nice.
You have to, yeah.
I have to.
Good and bad opinions always run the board.
Bad. I have to stay nice. So I didn't say that to her, but I'm like, well, if that's the case, why did you even support me?
Right.
So now I'm getting the thing that. So you supported me because you must think I needed you to support. Like, I'm confused. Yeah. Like, what did you come here for? Like, she like, yeah. She was like, but so I was like, oh yeah, this is crazy. So that's what made me go back to esthetician school. Mm-hmm. So then I go, and to bring that back up, I go to school. I'm in school. I'm seeing what's going on. They like, if someone tell you don't use something natural on your face, like, so
right.
So that's how that came about. I'm just trying to defeat and beat it all.
Well, I bought some of your products before, and I forgot to say I didn't even reach out to you and tell you what it did, because I actually I don't even know like about skin,
right?
Like I should know.
Right.
So like when you was just saying about the extra layer of skin and all that, like that just made so much more sense to me, because it was like everything was. I mean, it was like by the time, so my skin is super oily, like it's super oily. So when I put something on my face, I automatically think it's supposed to change it right then and there.
You drink a lot, you drink a lot, right?
I do.
That's why. That's what they said in school. You drink a lot. And look, and you're the second person that reached out to me and they said they had oily skin and they said my product wasn't working for them. But I didn't know. To my knowledge, on my end, I'm like, shit, skip the third process, because that's moisture. Use the sugar scrub. But then to find out, the sugar scrub is not good for people with oily skin. You know?
So this right here is what I end up using.
That's all you need. And that's all you need.
That's what I was ready to tell you.
And that's all you need.
I use a sugar scrub on my skin.
Or if you wax
That's what I end up doing. That's what I mean to tell you. This is
Yes,
what I need. This is what I
that's my
need.
girl. Yeah. So now you
Yep.
focus. You know what's
Yep. See,
up.
that's what I'm saying. I forgot to tell you, but this is what I
Yep.
really need. Yep.
Yep. I
Yep.
and it's so crazy. I went through the same thing with Miss Tweety. Like she hit me. She was like, "Sis, my skin is oily," and I sent her. I gave her the same thing. Like, skip this one, go to this one. But after I went back to school and was
Mm-hmm.
knowledgeable everything, I'm like, "Oh my god." And she drinks a lot. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, it's they say it's the alcohol. It's beer, alcohol when you got oily skin. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta probably just drink, let the water overpower
And that's
the
what I've
alcohol.
been doing. I had to well, I drink now, like I might drink maybe twice a week or whatever, but I don't drink like how I used to be,
Used to
like
drink,
drunk
right.
as a bitch. But I do drink. My water consumption outweigh everything. Like I drink more water than I drink anything. Like I drink that.
Hell, I'm looking at your skin. I'm watching you. I
You know
see
what I'm
you.
saying? You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Um,
seeing you.
yeah, but Dad, this right here, I need a big. Do these come in big bottles?
Yes, I have gallons. I have 50
Okay, that's what
gallons.
I need. That's
Yeah, I
what
have
I
50
need.
dollar
Need to
gallons.
make sure when we get off here, we talk about that. So
I
I
tell
can
people
go.
that all the time, and that's why I fuck with you. And I went and this is why I did the interview with you because I can't just fuck around with anybody, and you keep it all the way real. Like you like how like yes, baby, you don't need the other two steps. You just need that one. But a person to break it down like, oh, the whole thing don't work. No, that's impossible.
Nah,
I'm
I'm
sorry,
sure
that's
somebody who
impossible.
I'm sure I know for a fact somebody whose skin not as bad as mine. This will
No,
probably
yeah,
work for them.
yes, that's for
Yeah,
people that just got them like got dark spots.
yeah.
Just a mess that just
Mm-hmm.
needs to get their shit together. But what you got going on, all you need is the step one.
Yep, I already know that. So I mean, I ain't tripping off that. Um,
Definitely know something about the skin, then.
yeah, I had to learn. I had to learn it, and I think that's what I'm saying. Like I had to learn and see what worked for me. Like everything
Right.
that's not gonna work for me, everything not gonna work for everybody. And it don't mean
Yeah,
it don't work. It just
absolutely.
everybody is different. So some things might work, something didn't. But like you said, I might gotta cut it in half and then just take this and don't take that. And that's what it is. So
Yeah.
um I mean definitely, but like I said, it worked on other parts of my body. So
Yeah.
it's still a win-win. So
It's still a win-win.
I ain't tripping. You know what I mean? I ain't tripping. You can't never go wrong with a moisturizer. I mean,
Never.
what the hell? So, I mean, in my opinion, I think it's a great product all the way around the board because,
And
like I said, if all three don't work on your face, you can still move and work it somewhere else, and you still will come out winning either way. I mean, I got a problem with and when it's hot outside. Like I might have a rag, like I don't know, something just happens when it's hot outside, and I get these stuff, and I use that
my
scrub.
both you're like, yes, it's a light skinned people thing. It's your sun. It's the sun.
Yeah, it's the sun. It do something to my shoulders, and it's like, but that worked really good. It worked for my back, so that's awesome. But
Good.
being that you're in school, right, and you
Yes.
learn about your skin, and you learn about these things, does that make you want to transition into other things like makeup or other things that you can use on your face or your body?
No, I'm just not a makeup person. It's in my lifestyle. I never was able to get into it. I ain't got no time to do no damn makeup. I wish.
Yeah,
I wish.
it's time consuming. It is.
I really, I really, and then my husband, he not really into none of that stuff. He like around the way girl look. He's big on that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm big on the same thing around the way. A natural look, like
Yeah,
girls
natural look.
bun. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get right if I got to get right, but I
That's
be
my thing. That's the
I be
go-to
feeling.
now, though. When you get
But
older,
I tell people all the time, it's a great step one. It's a great makeup remover.
mhm,
Yes, it removed the makeup.
I can believe it. Just the whole presentation of it, I can tell it's just the presentation. It seems like it's a universal product. I mean,
Yes,
for
it is.
real, like, and I love it. I love everything you've done with it. I love how everything. It's like you keep up with the time and the changes in time, and it's like you can't beat it. Like with this scan thing, like
And
I
it's
don't even know how to work the scan thing.
all you gotta do is take your phone and scan it, and when it's scanning, it's gonna take you to Popple. And that's something that you got to get to. Popple is a networking thing. Like if you're in the club, right, and you want to
Mhm,
exchange information with
mhm,
somebody, and you know it's COVID, you don't want nobody touching your phone. You
right.
tap their phone and you exchange cash apps, Instagram, Facebook, website,
What?
like that. Yes, honey.
Oh
Yes, I wanted to.
my gosh.
Yes, I'm putting you on. Yes,
Oh, you are.
yes,
Oh
yes, yes. Yes.
gosh.
It's called
Okay.
Popple. POPL. Look into that. Yes, yes, yes. And once you look, and when you scan it with your phone, I'll just pop up on Papa with my cash at my website, stuff like that.
So they can just be able to get in contact with you
Yes,
instantly,
yes,
basically.
yep. Basically, yep,
Well,
yep.
I didn't knock the microphone off. Hold on, y'all.
And it'd be so much information. I be want to put that out there to people, but I was like, I'm gonna just tell it on Getitlex show. Yeah, so make
Yeah,
sure
so that way they can
so
go
make
and they can run
sure
it back and they can look everything. And hold on, how you spell it?
POPL.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So with that, how can people check on like your inventory as far as not check on your inventory, but like you send me the bundle. Like, is
Mhm.
that something that's common, or can they just break it down in by individual things?
Yes, it's on the website individually. It's on my website individually. It's on my I prefer them to buy it as a kid, but I mean, like you said, once you buy it one time as a kid, you use it separately, you figure out what's good for you, what's not.
Right.
It's on there individually. So you
And
can buy
what's your website? How can they get to it?
www.bossmomculture4.com.
Okay, good. So we spoke a little bit earlier about this. I know you say you're not from Richmond, but just tell me how because Atlanta, Georgia is a different it's so many businesses, there's so many people networking.
And I love it.
How has it been with the support as far as just being new to Georgia? I mean, I know you're probably not new, but just
I'm new.
being in a different stage, being new, how is it versus being here in the city as far as the support and everything?
Well, Georgia. It's same shit everywhere, but a lot of people migrate to Georgia with the same idea.
Mm-hmm.
So we treat each other a little better. Like something go wrong, it don't hit the internet. you know, um, it's Georgia is different. Georgia is just black excellence. Like, and for the people that I deal with here, like they have taught me a lot. Like that's why I don't try to be on social media. I try to fall back from that. Try to keep my opinions to myself as being a public figure, because how you a public figure making public opinions? How do that even go together? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I learned so much like coming from here. But you gotta remember, I was originally born in North Carolina, but I was raised in Brooklyn, New York. Then I came to Virginia after 9/11. Then I came to Atlanta. So I'm a mixie. I can get it in anywhere, anywhere. And Georgia has taught me some class. Like that's what Georgia taught me. Georgia has, so these women out here are the ones I come across. They are amazing. Like they everything me, you, Ashley, maybe your best friends, your sister, the women that we talk about that you want to come across. Like them women that really say they want to help you. You know what I mean? They really want to support you. You know, like they move a little different out here. The ones I come across, because it's shit everywhere, but the women I come across here, the support that I come across here is crazy. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
So
But I ain't even gonna hold you this. I do a whole total different thing here in Atlanta, girl. I don't even be really with my skincare. So I be fucking with the Kush snacks in Atlanta. Like my husband, we opening up a dispensary out of California. So we doing a run out of Atlanta. So the Kush snack shit, I sent you a little snack.
yes. Oh my God. I had one before Wounds interview. I told him, I said, man, Wounds. I had the fucking edible snack, man. He's like, I'm out the room. I'm like, oh man, we just interviewed.
He know what's up. He fucks with us too. We be sitting. He know.
Man, I'm telling you, we was just all geeked up. Both of us just laughing. He Eric just laughing. I said, no, why did I take this?
Yeah, so I'll be out here. I'm like the number one brand ambassador in the A for the Kush snacks. I'll be out here getting to it with the Kush snacks. Yes.
Hey.
I'll be out here getting to it.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes, I'll be out here. I mean, I put my skincare out there, but for the most part, it's Kush snacks, Kush snacks.
I mean, that's where it's at right now. You gotta. I mean, it's nothing wrong with the skincare at all. But ever since they pull their skirt down and start making shit legal and riding the wave like they do on the West, then if you
There
got
you go.
bread and you got the access, then that's where it's at. Even
Yeah.
the stock market, that's where it's
And
at.
if you ever want to make your own private labels, let me know. I can supply you with everything. The logo, it could be the Getitlex one, so that'll help you with your. Let me know. I get
Y'all
you
hear
right.
this?
I got you. Got you.
I mean, if I drop a edible snack or whatever, oh, it's off to the races.
Yeah, I
You
got you.
can't tell
So
me
we're gonna
nothing.
talk more about that. I'm gonna get you right.
We will definitely
All
talk
right.
more about that. We're not gonna hold that up. Uh-huh. Not gonna hold that up at all.
I tell people that all the time. I tell people that all the time. And they good. They good kush snacks. They good.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
real good.
those was
And
what?
we make and my husband make those himself.
But the
Every
piece I had on and that son was like, just don't take a big piece because you're
he's
not
smart.
know how it's gonna happen, right? So it was a piece in there that was broke off.
Yeah.
So I ate it and I'm just sitting here, I'm like, Lex, I said, Lex, get it together, get it together. You ready to do this interview? Don't fuck it up. So I just had to keep talking to myself because I'm like, all right, it's not as bad as it seems. It's okay. We gonna ride. We gonna ride. Like I had to talk myself down.
Yep. That's
I don't
yep.
smoke. Like I don't smoke. I don't do none of that. So it's like
And
when I
that's
have
what,
an
and it's
encounter.
so crazy. That's why I sent it to you because it's hard. It's hard to please them people that do other things. Like if you
Yeah,
smoke a lot or you pop pills or you snort some shit, it'd be hard. So I'd be liking to get it from people like you. You know,
yeah,
like I don't do nothing. I just drink. I just want
yeah.
to. That's how I know they really work. I'd be like, I'd be needing a perfume.
Man, me and him had to have a little like 1-on-one before we got him on the camera. Like we was really talking, and he was just laughing. And I'm laughing. I was like, "Come on, man, let's come on, man, for real." Like that. I don't know if y'all care about me stamping anything, but I'm stamping those treats. I'm stamping them because
Please, please,
they is official.
please, thank you.
Anybody listening? Anybody no till 30? Those things are the truth.
Thank you.
They are the truth.
Thank you, sugar.
Oh my gosh.
Thank
But let me ask you, with doing all these different business ventures and
you.
doing these things and being a mom, what have you learned that you can think off the top of your head? What have you learned um from just growing and doing all these different businesses? What have you learned that you feel like you could have learned earlier in life that would have helped you faster at becoming more successful?
Mm. What could I learn? Girl, to mind my damn business.
Mm.
Mind my business. Yeah. Cause girl, I'm a Capricorn, so I tend to make people problems my problem.
Ooh, thank you, Jesus. Fellow Capricorn right here. I know what you mean. Yes, I know what you mean.
Man,
Yes.
do you know how much time? Girl, I could have been where I'm at today so much faster if I would have just said my business. That's it. That's it. If I would have just stuck to what my husband do, that's his thing of how he get so far. I just mind my business.
But you know what? In order to do that, you would have just had to change a whole different birthday because it's gonna be in you
It's
to
hard, yep.
want to help. And
It's in,
I think wanting to help is carrying on the burden of somebody else's business because you won't want to get that advice. So you're gonna want to say, "Oh man, I know you hurting. Let me help you." Like it's just in
oh my
you to
god.
do that. You know what I'm saying? Because
Like, what do you do after a person tell you they got all of this going on? I'm like, okay, we're gonna think of some shit because I'm good at making some shit happen. Okay, you want this? Okay, you want to reach this goal? This is what we're gonna do. Get this notepad. That's why I sent you a little notepad.
and guess what? The pen was broke when I opened up the thing. I was so upset.
That whole number USPS girl. I hate
I
that.
was so upset. The pen was all shattered.
Oh,
But that was no, the notepad is what I'm writing my schedules in. My
that's what I
interviews.
figured. I said, yeah, let me send this to her. She might could use this.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you a lot.
You're welcome.
Thank you a lot.
I always tell people jot it down and check it off twice.
Yeah, no question. And that's clearly what you've done and what I'm trying to do and what other people trying to do. But you know, being a boss mom, that requires you being a mother. So you being a mother of a lot of girls,
Woo-hoo-hoo, for
boys.
girl.
Um, how has it been? Like, what has helped you as far as uh your success, as far as trying to show them versus telling them, um, how a woman is supposed to, not supposed to, but how a woman can, come from here and make it here. You know what I'm saying? Not like jump over the hurdles, pretty much, and keep going.
I always tell my kids how, see, like, just don't take no shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta remember, I have two daughters. What's the question? Girl, I have two daughters. That's one of them over there in the corner. Somebody, what she asked you about? I got two daughters. So it's like, I just teaches, and I had two daughters at my very first stage of life. I always had them. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I always used to just tell them, just don't take no shit. Only because I was a teenage mother, and I always thought people would try to play us. So I always told them, like, it's nothing that we can't do for ourselves. We don't need nobody. I'm going to do what I got to do for us. You know what I'm saying? And wise is daddy wise. Everybody has a dad, but I always told my kids strength, patience. Like, that's it. Just strength and patience. Move, you got to move. Sit still when you got to sit still. You know what I'm saying? It get more deeper than that, but whew, girl, raising four daughters, and try to keep them from facing obstacles is, oh, I was just holding my daughter the other day from her facing an obstacle, and then I'm like, all I could tell her is like, put your game face on.
Yeah.
That's it. Strength. Put your game face on.
Mm-hmm.
Be undefeated.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Be different. You know what I'm saying? Stay out the way. You know, like, don't try to be a statistic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, try to be different. And I got good girls, you know. I mean, they not perfect, but they good for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They're my best friends, child. They keep me in line. You know, my daughter, I got a 21-year-old daughter. I got a 18-year-old daughter. Girl, that's why it's like I learned so much because I got kids that's still in the mix and teaching me stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, me, to be honest, these girls keep me afloat. You know what I'm saying? Like, they teaches me like what to do and not to do. I'm gonna be honest. Like, that's why we send these older ladies and the things that they do. I said they can't have daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it like, that's not ladylike. Like,
Right.
not for our age, you know. Oh, I guess this is the glitch. Hi, y'all. Make sure y'all go on my website, www.bossmomculture4.com. The website is open.
See?
I said that. I got you. I got
You know what I'm saying? And we back.
I got you. So, yeah, like, I be like, my kids, like, I be wanting to go off on Facebook. I be wanting to say certain stuff on live. I be wanting to do that. My kids be like, that ain't cool.
Yeah.
Ma, chill. Like, hey, Ma, what you doing? Like, and that's what I love about them. We raised each other. You know what I'm saying? We raised each other.
I know this is gonna sound weird, but I ain't have kids until I was in my 20. I think 20.
That's not weird. That's what you're supposed
No.
to do.
But what I'm saying is, like, when I hear stories, like I have, it's so many people that I've encountered in these last months, right?
Mm-hmm.
That didn't had kids at a young age, and their perspective is just so amazing. At a young age, you don't think about it then, but now, like, it's for me to hear people like you talk about being a teenage parent and the drive and the focus, like, that wasn't.
And everybody counted me out. Everybody around me. When I say everybody around me, and I'm ready to say something. It could be big headed. I'm ready to be my husband real quick, and I got more money than everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just being real.
I believe you.
And everybody counted me the fuck out. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
They counted, my people's counted me out, and I'm not speaking on like my sisters or my siblings, like people that around me and grew up with me. Everybody has counted me out to the fact they can't support me. It's just that it's just so surreal to them that I made it. And then I got a husband.
Good.
Oh, then he's a good husband. Then he ain't broke. Then it ain't this, and then it ain't. Then he don't put me in a position to need nobody. Like,
right.
Girl, I'm telling you, my life is crazy, girl. They is like.
But crazy good though.
Crazy good.
Crazy good.
Crazy good.
Crazy good. And
They are mad.
that's the difference.
They are mad. I made it. They do not. They can't even believe it.
And it's crazy because I feel the same way about a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? It's like I think I don't know if it's a Capricorn thing, but you know, I was doing my shit, and it's like it hurt people the fact that
you made
not
it.
What you
They want
not what they thought you was gonna be.
They wanted you to be in jail.
Yes, or just out this bitch scrambling and asking people for $20 every chance I get. Like no, and I think that because it's so genuine. You know what I'm saying? What you doing, and the fact that when you came on here, you say you want to help people, but you like when you solely focus on helping people and not worrying about get your name out, right? But you getting your name out as a part of you building your business. Like, how can I do that? Because this is genuine. You feel me? Like, and I can 100% relate to that, like 100%. And it's just crazy because it's like being a mother is automatic to some people. And being a caregiver is automatic.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Being the person that to confide in is automatic to some people.
Yes.
And for you to be able to balance all that out, I feel like you picked the perfect name. You know what I'm saying? And
thank you.
And I'm like, understand you because I feel like the Capricorns got this same kind of vibe going.
Yes.
And it's the same thing with this podcast, right? My partner was like, man, Lex, you got to do something to reach the community, right? If you want to, because I'm not a people person, like I'm not saying I'm a people person, but I'm not gonna just beg people to support me or buy my clothes or nothing like that. Right. Like, so I had to find a way to build genuine relationships with people, right? Yeah. So when I thought about doing this podcast, I was like, motivational mindset, and I didn't think twice. Because I was like, this is a way for people to know what I'm doing is genuine. And I can tell you, I've been knowing people for 20 years, and they ain't like or share none of my videos yet.
You know what I'm saying?
And still my friend on Facebook. They've been my friends since I was 9 years old. It ain't like or share or nothing.
Let me tell you my motto. Let me tell you my saying about that. And I say this to anybody that I come across. Man, Lex, if they wanted you to be up, you know them for 20 years. If they wanted you to be up, baby, you would have been up right now, baby. I tell people that all the time. Mm-hmm. And that's a problem. Like, people feel like, okay, I've been friends with this person for 20 years. Okay, cool. Just because you've been with this person for 20 years, it's easy for a person to be your friend when y'all in the same caliber. Right. It's easy for a person to be your friend when we both scrambling. It's easy for me to be your friend when we both don't have goals. Yeah. But as soon as a friend get a goal or a friend want to do something, I'm acting funny. Oh, you this, you that. Like, what you mean? I just want to do something different. You know what I mean? I want to bring something else to the table. Right. But 70% of the time, us black people, that's how it be. And people lose. And that's what's going on today with a lot of us. A lot of people are losing 20 plus years friendship because they're coming across people that they met 3 to 4 years ago and they becoming successful. And they like, I mean, nigga, I've been your people's all this. You been my people's all this time, but we haven't accumulated no money together. Mm-hmm. Like, so I tell people all the time, if you're ready to open a business or anything, go ahead and blemish them friends out, okay? Gotcha. Keep them as your friend and don't look for nothing else from them. Yeah. Don't look for them from a share. Don't look for them to encourage you. And I'm sorry, but that's the way that it is. And you're gonna look from here from a year now and be like, damn, Tiff was right, because you're gonna think you're ready to go to war with yourself. Like, damn, I'm not dope. My friends don't want to share my shit. Is I'm saying something wrong? Then you got to be looking like, man, they ain't got nothing going on for themselves. Of course, they not ready to cheer me on. You know how many people supposed to share that shit that I have interviewed with you? How many people I take care of? God damn it, my shit should have went crazy. Yeah, it was looking like a nigga called me while we on the interview. Y'all see that this girl just posted I'm gonna be live at 7:30. Why you calling my phone? Because you just can't believe. Yeah. You have to believe. I'm sorry, honey.
I think I got to get past that, right? Because
see,
I do. I got to, because
I got you. I'll jump in that inbox every day. I would talk that shit to you, baby.
I'm telling you, I got to get past it. Like,
it hurts you. It hurts you.
It hurt my feelings though.
Me too.
It hurt me on the other side, because it's like, I don't know, because that's just the type of person I am. Like, if I rock with you, I don't gotta talk to you all day. I don't gotta.
No, that's what they want. They want you to talk to them all day. They want you to damn comment every time they comment. But you know, I'm a businesswoman. You know, I'm trying to build a business. And I want to build a business outside of social media. I don't know why people think. I know today, don't get me wrong, that social media is a platform. Yeah, for what you're doing. But for what I'm doing, I could go outside and be hand to hand with these people. And that's how I meet my clients.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I got street action. I'm outside. If I'm outside with a cushion ass, you think I ain't sliding them a goddamn business card for my skincare?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't friends with these people on social media. They're not gonna go tag crazy and none of that. And that's what basic minded people are looking for.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch people go viral. A couple girls go. I didn't watch a lot of people in Richmond go viral and end up doing the same damn thing they did when they first got on social media. That
Mm-hmm.
shit means nothing.
Ain't nothing, because they ain't gonna put no coins in your pocket.
And
And then, like I said, at the same time, I put that in my mind too. Like, I don't care about the likes on my interviews. I care about the views.
no,
I
don't
know,
even worry
I know
about
the views are what I want to happen. Like, I want people to see these people. I want people to talk about what they doing. And it's like, people are, man, churches, people who do other, people are reaching out to me that I don't even know to just come on and talk about what they're doing.
and
So I put it in
and
my
them the
mind,
people,
like,
and them the people, and I
and
tell
those
people
are the people, and those are
I say this all the time. You're gonna meet people. Don't look for the people that's already in your circle. You're gonna meet people on your path. Just stick to what you want to do, and you're gonna meet people on your path. And keep your friends as your friends. Don't look for them to do nothing else. I ain't telling you to cut them off. No, don't never do that. Just you my friend. But I got this business. I got this business meeting I gotta go to. And friend, I'm gonna have to talk to you later.
right.
Cause you ain't here with me today. You know what I mean? Like we in two different calibers. So
It ain't.
it's hard. It's hard
It
out.
is. It is. It is. I don't know. Just because I don't know. I just, what I'm doing to me is just normal. You know what I'm saying? But this is like the amount of people and insight I didn't get from people who I don't even know, and people who just wouldn't like you to just take their time to just talk to me. To me, it's such a big deal. You know what I'm saying? It's a big deal, but at the same time, it's like, oh, it ain't that serious. It is that serious, but it ain't that serious. I don't know. But I just feel like the whole boss mom culture thing, I always been able to relate to that. You know what I'm saying? I always been able to relate to you and your energy and your movement and the things that you had going on, because I'm just like, man, this lady, like, she just talk about it, just everything just makes sense when you talk. And like I said, just me watching your brand just escalate was a big deal, and it's important to me for people to hear all sides and to hear your side, especially to
Right.
relate.
It felt good telling it. It felt good.
Thank you.
Good.
But I just love to know that I can bridge the gap between customer and owner. You know what I'm saying? As far as being relatable, having a story. Sometimes you got to hit the backbone of the story to be like, man, fuck yeah, I think I need to go spend my money over there. You know?
And I tell people all the time, I don't gotta. I mean, we all got went through, like some people say they went through addictions. Some people say they wasn't. We all went through the struggle at a point of time, but you still got to get the people the crowns that made it through that struggle. They didn't allow that struggle to break them. Like I didn't allow the struggle to turn me to drugs, or I didn't allow my mom life to turn me to drugs. I didn't allow that to neglect my children. I didn't allow that to not. Man, I just was determined to what I want. I just wanted to beat the odds. I just wanted to beat poverty. That was all. I just wanted to beat poverty. That's my go-to. I just want to beat poverty, and it's possible. It's just
It's,
because I'm a teenage mama and I'm from this little. I can beat poverty, man. I can't.
mm-hmm.
That's I was determined. I was.
And you did it, and you're doing it. You're still doing it. And you're teaching your kids as well.
I am.
Um,
I am. And it's so crazy. Some people be like, my daughters be like, "Mom, you try to come off like you're so perfect." I said, "How the hell is I'm perfect if I had you at a young damn age?"
right.
Not perfect. But that's how I come off to them because I'm just trying to just do right by them. When you have four daughters, I know sons hit different. I wouldn't know. I mean, I have my own. I don't have my own son, but with my stepson, the emotional roller coaster I go on with him, and the things that I do for him, and the things I went through for him, I could only imagine your biological son. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I could only imagine. But baby, four girls,
Mm.
emotions,
Mm.
the things they gonna go through in life, girl. I gotta. Mm, mm.
I gotta say for you because I can only imagine. I remember me as a teenager. So now that with the social media and TikTok and Face, I know it's gonna be like amplified by 15, 16 times. Like I know it. So being a boss mom is very significant as far
Yeah.
as
And
these days.
everybody can't do it. I see it every day on social media. People talk about certain things, and I be wanting to reach out to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I can help you. I would make, baby. I am the organizer queen. Okay, I would tell you, look, tell your husband this week is about the children. Okay, he gonna have to take stuff this week. I mean, is are you gonna balance it out? Or somebody gonna lose.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Somebody
That's
gonna.
it. Like and that's just what it's gonna be. Like, and it's gonna be like that regardless. Sometimes, like it's just gonna be a way. Sometimes everybody not gonna be able to fit into the agenda. You know what I'm saying? It's
Okay.
just that's just how the world gonna work. And I think being able to
I gotta accept that. Like, I can't please every goddamn body.
yeah,
Like,
it's
but
hard. It's hard to accept that. You know,
yeah,
you'll scratch yourself so thin just
yeah,
on the thought of not being able to, and I got to deal with that as well. But it's a part of reality, and it's just like you got to keep pushing regardless.
X.
Like shit still got to get done.
Shit still gotta get
It
done.
got to get done.
It gotta get done.
So, give me some tips on how you maintain your family. I know we didn't talk about how much you work. We talked about all these business ventures you got on, but tell me how you maintain being a blended family, um, working business, mom, kids. Like you said, schedule. But I'm talking about like cooking, fixing the house, cleaning, like that.
Yes, that girl. My daughter said I clean at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Ah, the best
I
way to clean.
I do when everybody sleep. They're my hours. From 3 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock. I'm a teenage mom in a penthouse with no kids. So I
Yeah.
blemish them out.
Get out.
I blemish them out, girl. Them the best hours, okay?
Yes.
Like I blemish them out and through all of this, I cook for these motherfuckers every day. Lex.
Really?
Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Cause my family don't like eating out. My husband don't like eating out. My kids don't like eating out. So I have to cook for these niggas every day.
What?
Yes, every day. I'm cooking now while I'm on the thing with you.
What? That's a blessing. God damn, you a boss mom.
Yes, for them right now. As I'm
Oh gosh. Oh
yeah,
my goodness.
they so used to it. My oldest daughter, she's lived in Virginia. She in my inbox like, "Ma, I need you to fly out here so you can make me some salmon." Like, girl, these kids are
Or
yes, but they not spoiled in the way that people would think. They spoiled with love, real
yeah. No
love.
fuck
You know,
yeah.
they spoiled that way too, but we got a different type. My food, me cooking for them, me catering to them, that shit gonna go with them.
Yes. That means a whole lot. Yeah.
Too.
It mean a whole lot over some. Like my kids will rather me cook for them any day before I go buy them a pair of shoes because they want to wear slides.
Come on,
So
come on.
they don't even, that's a mutual thing. Like my kids just love me to cook them something.
So back, I'll balance it out. Okay, so I got an 18-year-old. Well, she just turned 18. So when I be wanting to work, girl, it is so crazy, but I'm not telling you no lie. I have to pay my daughter $500 a week to tend
What?
to her sisters in the house the way that I need it to be because she'll have a job. She's not lazy. Don't get it wrong. She's not selfish and none of that. But she'll already have a job somewhere.
Oh, so she got to stop her job to come do what you asked her.
Yeah, because my
Okay.
husband owns a business called OCS. It's a disaster recovery business where like if a storm is taking place, they could call us like right now we on standby. They could call us right now. We could fly out in like an hour, or fly out like 2. So she'll be working. We don't know when they'll call, but that doesn't mean she gotta wait for us. She gonna go do her own thing.
Mm-hmm.
So for me to make her quit the job and do all of that in that little bit of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not a thing. I think it's fair. Like she's older, I'm invading her life, you know.
Yeah.
And she charges me a good $500 a week, and she sends her sisters for me.
Take care of them. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, it's a weight off you, and you making money too, and it's your
yeah, and I'm making
just like
money, and I'm making money, and she and mind you, I'm giving her this, but I'm still paying the bills in this house she in, and I'm still buying the food she eating, so she just coming up.
Yeah, I mean,
And I rather if it's, and we live in Georgia, and my daughter, she a little thick, light skinned girl. I prefer her at home as much
yeah.
as I can. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I do that. So that's how me and my husband balance that out. Because my husband's my boss. My daughter's my secretary. I just pay her. It's just like a family hustle. It's a family hustle.
That's
And
awesome.
we just make it
Yes.
work. We just make it work. My 10-year-old, she the one that helps me with my product. She the one that hand home make it with me. My oldest daughter sometimes, but that's my go-to. My 10-year-old, she helps me all the time with my stickers, making sure my bottles are sanitized, all of that stuff. So yeah, we like a oil well machine in here. We just get it done. You got like my husband, he's military, so it's like
Yeah,
it's
so he
organized.
like
It's organized away,
cut,
okay?
fold, tuck, iron.
And if I go show you the way this nigga boxes is folded in his drawer, you'll be like, "Oh
Oh
wow,
my gosh.
who does that?" And then he be like, "Babe, I want this. How I want my boxes folded." I'm like, "Don't even show me, because I'm not gonna ever perfect that."
So do he fold his clothes or you do?
Oh baby, he's so man. It's so man. People probably think this shit is like a fabulation. Man, this man do everything, and I do everything. It's like, girl, we are like everything. He cooks. He fold his own clothes because he's military. He want his shit a certain.
Away, right?
He pack his own clothes. He he do everything but what's the name himself. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker, because he's a perfectionist. Everything got to be uh, to perfection to this man, like to perfection. And then so, oh my God, 30. That man is Lord.
Ah, so
I'm
how
saying,
do y'all?
all you gotta do is look at his boxes drawer. That'll just speak enough. You'd be like, who would do this?
Well,
Who?
how do you guys maintain with all this stuff going on? Y'all go out of town. Is that y'all alone time? Like, is that your husband and wife
Yes, we
time?
vacation. You gotta remember, he the boss.
Yeah.
So we be vacationing too, honey. Yes.
Ah!
Yes, girl. Yes, we be having.
Yes.
That's why, man. That's why I be off of social media, because I be really out here like
Moving.
yes. And I'm just trying to enjoy the blessing, because we've been fucked up a lot of times.
Yes.
My husband and did some fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, like it's a blessing. You know, he paid his due diligence to society. You know what I'm saying? He's solid as fuck right now. You know what I mean? He do right by us. Like we just enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? Shit might end one day, but for right now, we're going.
Yeah, right now you gotta enjoy it. I mean, you work hard for it. When you do things the right way, man, you gotta kick your feet up and appreciate yourself. But that right there rolls into my next question. Um, I want you to think back to a time where you was maybe 5 years ago, and I want you to tell me how. Take this time out to tell yourself and tell us how proud
Oh,
you
you
are
a
of yourself.
troublemaker. Did you say 5 years ago? Whew. Baby, I was at the darkest place in my life. Like, I was going through some shit then. My husband was doing things he had no business. I was with the transition with my mother. So it's like, oh my God, 5 years ago. Yeah.
But you got to take the time out to tell yourself how proud you are of yourself
Oh,
because I
that man. I'm so proud of myself. It's so overwhelming. Man, all right. I'm gonna show you how I'm just so proud of myself. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm a two-time felon. You know what I'm saying? I fought my whole life. Like, some people gonna see this interview and they gonna be like, she the sweetest thing ever, because that's when they met me. Some
Mhm,
people gonna be like, she the most nastiest thing I ever seen in life, because that's when
mhm,
they met me.
mhm.
Some people gonna say that's all she do is fucking fight, because that's a part of life that they met me. So I've been through every stage in life, and I'm only 36 years old.
Mhm.
So I'm like, proud is a fucking understatement. What? I could be in fucking jail right now. I could have used, I could have used my being a teenage mother. I could have used my mom as an excuse. I
Excuse.
could I could have used my husband's shit as an excuse. I could have just used so much shit as an excuse. And I done been through some shit. I done been hurt so much. You wouldn't, man, I've been hurt so much. I don't know how to do nothing but love. I will offer nothing. But I always tell people, if you ever, and that's on my kids, if you ever see me get out of character, it was a must. It was a must. Because I have lived a crazy ass life. Like I said, I was born in North Carolina. I was raised in Brooklyn, New York. I ended up moving to Richmond, Virginia after 9/11 because my mom used to work in the World Trade Center building. After that bombed and everybody survived, she ended up moving to Virginia. Then I ended up moving to Atlanta on my own. So, man, proud I am. I am. I am. And like I said, I counted myself. I can't believe this is me. I can't believe that. I can't believe it. And it's so crazy that you say that because I had about 5 years ago, I got a best friend, right? She lives in North Carolina. We don't talk all the time, but when I was going through the things with my mom, I wanted to hear somebody's opinion that wasn't around. Not my husband, not my friends. Somebody just don't know nothing. They just know what I'm ready to tell them. Like, I just need to know somebody's opinion. And she made it, like, go get my charger. She made it, yeah. I need you, yeah. And she, and she was like, Tiff, that always been you. She said, you always been giving. You always been, so you never took no shit, but she said, you always been giving. She said, you don't owe nobody nothing. Like, let your mom go. Let her be okay. She gonna be fine. Like, you always been there. So, I'm so proud of myself. Like, I really am.
I'm proud of you too.
I could have went down so many different routes. You know what I'm saying? So many different routes. That's why I be looking at people when they be like, um, uh, they been through this, they been through that. Just because I'm not putting it on social media,
You ain't been through it.
motherfucker, try to get through it when you ain't talking to nobody but your damn self.
Well, you ain't got no goddamn phone on where you can jump on social media. You ain't shit.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so that's when my strength came in. That when you could go through something and not speak on it and get through it and still be humble and still be kind. Because everybody can't do that. I watch people jump on social media every day being nasty.
Yeah, being nasty for no reason.
For no reason.
And I made it my business because I got off social media like twice for like years at a time because
I watched you.
Like I could, because I'm like a realist. Like I really be, when I say I'm gonna do some shit, I'm gonna do it, and I just can't put myself in a position to be like that. Like I don't want to be like that. So I want to jump back on here with some substance and come back on with a purpose. Like I don't want to post nothing negative. I don't want to talk about nothing negative.
I don't want to talk about me being here, being there, doing this. Like
I don't want to talk about that. Like
where
does that get me? Where is it getting me? You know what I'm saying? And that's why I respect you so much. I've been watching you all these years when you love to go. I remember, it was right after Applebee's our dinner because I remember 30 here came in there and got you a stomach. I was ready to leave.
Yep.
So, yeah, like right after that, I was just like, oh, man, she gone. So,
I was determined, man.
Yeah.
Because at that time, I ain't even gonna hold you. At that time, I was in the mix. So, girl, you couldn't tell me nobody won't telling on me. I was getting the fuck out of Richmond. I was gone.
I'm telling you, that was the best thing you did. And of course, you know that, but I can see like everything just came together piece by piece.
It wasn't healthy for me. It wasn't healthy for my husband. I mean, the transition wasn't easy neither. Shit, and it's so crazy. 30 had a good run in Virginia. 30 hasn't been back. He don't even. You
know what? I think leaving and looking back is like when you leave the penitentiary and you look back and they say you coming back. You know that means you bound to come back. And I think sometimes the best way. I love my city. I love my state, but sometimes if it's not for you, it's not for you. And when you venture outside of your comfort zone, that's usually when things work the best. When you outside of your comfort zone, because it's like do or die. Like it just gotta happen, or
like you did this. The way you doing this podcast was like amazing. Like you started at home because Richmond would clearly forgot you forgot about them. Oh, she started this podcast. So now you start your podcast and you travel with it. You
Mm,
interview people that interest you outside of
yeah,
the city. And
yeah,
you owe nobody nothing. You owe
yeah.
nobody nothing. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? I tell people that anytime you start something, just move around with it and
Move
just
around.
watch and
Yeah.
just
And it's not even like I don't even have, and it's so crazy because it's like the little bit of time I've been doing this, it's been so many people from different genres, different areas, different places in Virginia that just seen what I was doing, like, and just I don't even know them. I gotta ask them, can you give me a summary of who you are? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know them, and I want to be able to have a rapport when we come on camera like this, and I want to be able to talk like this and be cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all like,
be nervous and stuff.
yeah.
Right.
So I see it doing that, and I just need to be more comfortable, I guess, uh, talking to people outside my comfort zone. Here I am giving all the advice, I'm cool with the shit. I still gotta get comfortable outside of my comfort zone. You know what I mean? But it's a work in progress.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You
But
there. I'm feeling you.
you know what I'm saying? But now we've been on here for a minute, so we're gonna wrap it up. I
Okay,
want
babe.
you to tell everybody where they can find you, your social media, and also if you're open to people reaching out to you for advice about how to do this, how to do that,
I'm
tell them
open
how
to
to find you.
oh yes, y'all can. Oh, my website, if you're interested in skincare, is www.bossmomculture4.com. If you're interested in private labels for Kush Snacks, you could DM me, bossmom_culture. And if you and you could jump in my inbox anytime, 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 anytime. They know that.
I
They
think
know
they
that.
heard, I think them hearing you versus typing being whole different.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? They can see the genuineness in your voice and your you know what I'm saying? So I
Absolutely,
think
absolutely.
that but thank you so
You're
much.
welcome, babe.
I love you so much for coming on here. I thank you for giving me a chance to showcase your story. You actually put me on like through
I
this whole
know.
interview. Like I
That's what
actually
I
had to
wanted
reel
to do.
myself back in because I forgot I was on camera a few times. I had to reel myself back in because I'm like, oh, here I go going left. So
No, it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna have to vibe behind scenes though. We definitely linking.
yes,
Linking.
yes, we got to chop it up some more, and I think with me and you actually talk about need to be the next movement, whether it be 6 months from now, a year from now,
Fine. That's
got to
fine.
collab on something because
Absolutely.
everybody got so many great things going on.
Yes.
But once again, thank you, thank you,
You.
thank you.
Thank
Make
you.
sure
Thank
you share
y'all.
this so it can touch people that you don't even know.
Right.
And I look forward to everything you got coming. Future endeavors. I know it ain't gonna do nothing but go up from here.
Thank
And as
you.
long as I'm associated, affiliated with people that's going up, I'm gonna be right behind y'all. No
Yes,
matter what.
definitely.
No
You up.
question.
You up, baby.
No
You good.
question. No
Thank
question.
you,
So
Lex. You have a good night.
you too.
Mwah.